Hey, what's up? Adam here, as usual. I don't see why it would be anybody else. The date is currently 9/18/2016. The time is 9:37 p.m. Very tired. Just took 2 Benadryl like 20 minutes ago. Maybe not even that. Maybe like 15 minutes ago. But tired already. It might be psychological. Still have this weird after image thing in the center of my vision. It's very faint, and it feels like it's getting less and less visible by the day. So that's a good thing. Yeah, but I just wish it would disappear completely. Because it's like every time I look at it, it's like this depressing thing. Like, something's wrong. So it's like I just think back to like 3 years ago. I didn't have any of this shit. Like dizziness and fucking weird shit, tingles in my arms and fucking legs. And, I know I don't have like, I'm reasonably certain that I don't have like MS or a brain tumor or anything, because those typically don't, MS happens in flare-ups, MS happens in like a flare-up. You'll get neurological symptoms for like 4 months at a time, and then they'll just go away, and then they'll flare up again. As with, most autoimmune diseases, they happen in flare-ups. And a brain tumor, if it were a high-grade one anyway, it would have killed me by now. Like, glioblastoma multiforme, those fuckers kill within weeks. But that's a high-grade astrocytoma, which is the most common type of brain tumor, by the way. Malignant brain tumor, I should say. Actually, I think it's just, it's only malignant after grade 3 astrocytoma, so I really shouldn't know all this shit, but I do. A grade 4 astrocytoma is a glioblastoma multiforme, which is, automatic death sentence, pretty much. They've cured it with, in some people, with immunotherapy, but, if I got it, I would just die, because, I can't afford immunotherapy, and, apparently that's just because I don't have the money to afford it. So that's just, and that's how it goes, and that's just how it is, because you don't have the money for it, and fuck you. I don't know what I'm saying. Actually, I do. It's fucking bullshit. That's what it is. With something like healthcare, specifically with things that you have no control over, like a fucking brain tumor, there's no known risk factors for that. And even with most types of cancers, it's you can't pinpoint what fucking caused the cancer most of the time. And there's just this idea that people that are sick, it's something that they caused, something that's their responsibility for, that made them get sick. And in most cases, it's not. You can't trace the fucking source of most cancers. Smoking's probably a big one, but you can't like in an individual person, you couldn't trace it to definitely cigarette smoking. And even with like a brain tumor like that, astrocytoma, fucking glioblastoma, that's, smoking wouldn't have caused that. So, it's just this attitude of like you're responsible for your health, and just some people are just genetically prone to cancer, and genetically prone to fucking heart disease and shit, and there's nothing they can do about it. And there's just this fucking idea that there's somehow, I only know all this shit because of all the medical knowledge that I have, because of my own fucking hypochondria, but I'm just saying, it's like blaming people for getting, like, there's this thing that people do. It's like when somebody gets a flu or something, it's like, she's always fucking sick. She fucking take care of herself. Why don't you fucking take care of yourself? No. You don't fucking have any control over that. Oh, God. That's just the thought that somebody would fucking think that. It's just... ugh. Same, well, see, this is a risky topic to get into, but it's pretty similar with obesity. And, even if it weren't, highly genetic, which it is fucking highly genetic, even if it weren't highly genetic, there's the fucking psychological part of obesity that never gets, I mean, it's like, once you're at such a fucking giant size, there's that part of you that's like, what's the fucking point? And I think, not enough clout goes into psychological issues like that. Like, feeling like there's no hope. Like, that can fucking destroy somebody. Just even the feeling that there's no hope can fucking destroy somebody. And nobody, it's like, that's just a mental issue. Or, you're not motivated. You're not motivated. Oh. Like, as if, somebody couldn't, and even if it's like, sometimes they're just not aware of what the fucking issue is. It's like, sometimes you're just not aware of the way to lose weight. Sometimes you're just not aware of what you're doing that's making it. It's just, you really can't insert your own perspective into somebody else's perspective and expect them, or it's unfair to expect people to have your own perspective. And, I mean, maybe this is just my way of doing things, but I just feel like there should be more compassion about that. And obesity's a difficult one because it does seem like there's some element of free will, even beside, free will in relative sense, not that any of us have any fucking free will anyway. Well, in, the mathematical sense. But, well, actually, who knows anything about that? There's really, it could be anything. This could be anything. There's no use in trying to say if we have free will or not. But just in the relative sense, it does seem like obesity is a thing like, oh, well, you ate yourself that way. But I just, I think there should be more consideration given to, like, the mental side of things and feeling like there's no hope. Because there is such a thing as, like, momentum, and building up momentum and just feeling like you have to get everything done at once and, feeling like you're running out of time, and just, there's all those things that factor into why somebody is the way they are. And I think it's just fucking immature to be like, oh, well, you chose this. I think that's fucking immature to think like somebody would choose that. And it's just, it's like, I'm all about personal responsibility. I think you should own what you do, own your actions. But there's just this element of, like, if you were stuck in a ditch, it would be like, oh, well, if you really wanted to get out of there, you could just hop to the hospital. So you're choosing to be there. And, I think it just goes too far when you say it like that. Though I should say some people take the victim complex too far. So it's not all one-sided. And you could just take one thing too far. But I think with the obesity thing, there should be more compassion and, more like, I think people should try to lose weight if they're unhealthy. But I'm at 10 minutes now, so that's this journal entry, so goodbye.